what's up weirdos? I'm Felicia and I like scary movies, and today I am delighted to talk to you about a new horror movie. Thank God for VOD, honestly. To be able to get new horror movies, even though nothing's happening theatrically right now, we can still get new stuff to our computers and TV screens, and for that I am very grateful. I'm also going to link a website down below, The Real Queen of Horror. She has a YouTube channel, and I follow her on Twitter, but her website, she did this for March and now she has it for April, but it's a list of all the horror movies coming to VOD and their release dates. And it is so informative. I was so excited by this. I was like, this girl has done her research and she's a talented YouTuber and she likes the spooky scary. I just want to I already tweeted about this, but I think her website is great and she's making really good content. So I just want to promote a new friend. Be my friend. Anyways, today we're talking about We Summon the Darkness. This is a horror comedy, takes place in the 80s amidst satanic panic and heavy metal. And if you're wondering, Felicia, is that why your hair has a little more volume and curl today? No, the answer to that is I am very, 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 very bored. It was directed by Mark Myers, who also directed My Friend Dahmer, which is about Jeffrey Dahmer in high school, I think. I haven't seen it yet, but I added it to my Amazon watch list, so I'll be checking that out soon. And it was written by Alan Trezza, who hasn't done much, but he did write this movie called Burying the X, sorry, excuse me. And it was apparently directed by Joe Dante, and I was like, why haven't I seen this? It looks also like a horror comedy. If you've seen that movie, can you just let me know down in the comments if it's good? Now, this is a movie I've known about for quite some time. I saw the trailer whenever it came out. I know it did the festival circuit, and it always just looked so up my alley to me. Yes, I love satanic panic. Yes, I love heavy metal. Yes, I love outfits such as these. Now, for a little plot overview, it takes place in 1988, and we have three chicas named Alexis, Val, and Bev, and they are traveling road trip style to a heavy metal concert. They stop at a gas station along the way, and through that we get a sense that these girls really like Twinkies, and they also are in the midst of this satanic panic. We hear a lot about all these slayings that have happened, all these deaths. We see a preacher on the TV screen talking about how we need to save everyone's souls from heavy metal and things like that. And so these girls show up to this concert and they meet three little heavy metal dinguses pretty quickly. And they all hang out at the concert together, having a grand old time. And we pretty quickly realize that these ladies are up to no good. And this isn't a spoiler, I don't think, because it's in the trailer, but it's pretty clear that the three ladies are going to be the slayers. Get it? Of this movie. So even though we have the classic female trope of they're going to be the victims, the trailer automatically gives it away that they are in fact turning that on its head and they are going to be the killers, which is another reason why I was excited to watch this movie. Now, the thing that I won't give away is why they are doing this slaying. Why are they doing this killing? Because that is one twist the trailer leaves out intentionally, and I want to let you guys experience that because I think it makes the movie worth it plot-wise. Now, overall, things I really liked. First of all, concept, visually, I'm loving 80s heavy metal outfits, attitudes, awkward teenagers trying to be cool. I like that there is a mix of horror and comedy in this movie. These very sassy girls causing a lot of bloodshed, but also having fun little one-liners and things like that. I also really liked the cast in this movie. I'm really going to go into it now for a hot second. First of all, our sort of main girl in this is Alexandra Daddario. I've seen her in a few things, but she was in Texas Chainsaw 3D, and she was also in We Have Always Lived in the Castle, which is an adaptation of the Shirley Jackson book, which I love. And she plays the character of Alexis. The other girls, the girl that plays Val is Maddie Hassan, who I don't know her work. I haven't seen a lot of her other stuff, but I loved her. She was actually, I think, my favorite of the whole film. She was like the blonde one, super sassy, super fun. And then we also have Amy Forsyth, who plays Bev, who you'll know from Hellfest, which is a movie that I think is very underrated. I really liked Hellfest, and I feel like it got some hate, but I had a good old time watching that movie. For the dudes, we have Kian Johnson, who plays Mark. He's sort of the sensitive, cool guy with broodiness going on. Then we have Logan Miller, who plays Kovacs, and he's sort of the front man, goofball character. He was also in Escape Room, if you saw that. He looks totally different in this movie, by the way. I didn't even recognize him. And then we also have Austin Swift, who plays Ivan, who's sort of the, awkward, funny guy. And last but not least, we have Johnny Knoxville, who plays the pastor John Henry Butler. I don't know if he has a Southern accent. I don't really think he does, but I feel like you have to say John Henry Butler with a Southern accent. And funny enough, I thought the cast was so great. I was a little sad about how they used Johnny Knoxville. I feel like he's just such a great creator and actor and dude, and I just wanted to see him do more in this movie. I felt like his character was like very flat and boring, and I wanted more. I wanted more of that character so badly. But all the rest of the characters I enjoyed, had fun watching them, had fun watching them kill, had fun watching them die, all of it. Good times. Something else I really liked about this movie is this like fun 80s slasher energy going on. Though this movie is a horror comedy, I would say it actually leans a little more on the horror side and a little less on the comedy side, but it keeps a really fun pace and energy that kept me like in it the whole time, so I definitely appreciate that. Something else that I thought I didn't like, but then I ended up really liking, is sort of the awkwardness of the banter of this movie, particularly like the first half of it, like the way the girls talk to each other and also the boys. It seems a little like awkward and strange in their mouths or something, and at first I was like, is this writing weird? And then I realized like that is just how self-conscious people talk to each other at public events. Or something, I don't know. When I sort of started realizing what was happening, I was like, oh my god, this is like honestly exactly how these kinds of things go down when you're like trying desperately for people to think you're cool and fun, and also trying not to embarrass yourself at the same time. Not that I have any experience with that, but I do. But so, I do like the honesty of the writing and the performances in this movie. And the last thing I'll say, which is just something I wanted more of, is I wanted more heavy metal. I appreciated that that's sort of what this movie sort of centered its plot around, and I like that it's in the first chunk of the movie, but I felt like there should have been a lot more metal music in the soundtrack and the underscoring of the film. I swear, like, once they get to the house in this movie, it's just like spooky music, spooky music, spooky music. And I'm just like, oh, like them running around this house trying to kill each other, there should have been like some sick metal songs happening, and there was not, and I wanted it. But yeah, that's it. This movie I thoroughly enjoyed. I think I did a little overhype myself for it, like I got a little too excited, and so it didn't fully blow my mind or anything, but I thought this was a really fun horror comedy slasher situation, and I would definitely recommend you guys watch it. You're gonna have a good time. I will link the Amazon link down below for you guys so you can check it out yourselves. If you haven't checked out the Horror Movie Club schedule for April yet, I will go ahead and tell you. Next week is going to be The Howling, the following week is going to be An American Werewolf in London, and then the last week of April we are going to be talking about Dog Soldiers. So clearly it's Werewolf Month in Horror Movie Club. We talk about a movie every single week on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. live on my channel, so make sure you come back and check it out. Oh, I just remembered something else I was going to ask you guys. Have any of you seen Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse? Logan Miller in this movie was also in that one, and I think I have the soundtrack to that movie. I think someone gave me that at an event once, but I haven't seen the movie. Let me know if you like that. But that's it. I hope you guys have a very nice scream, and I'll see you next time. Bye.